welcome everyone to University Stadium, home to the Lobos of the University of New Mexico, and the fans here are fired up for this clash. In this one, two teams from Conference USA squaring off in a weekday clash to set the table for the weekend ahead. As we'll see, the UTEP Miners taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Lobos will kick it away first. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So UTEP's offense will come out first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that they're questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Finding an escape route. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Miners in a good spot here with second and short. Now the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Miners have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Give to the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. That is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. So New Mexico's offense will have its first possession of the game. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Buys a little extra time. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Lobos want to move quickly.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Howard. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Howard. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 10. Touchdown Miners. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And the extra... Good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. He's got to be able to turn the page.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The kick is on its way. Makes the catch at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Sticks it in his belly. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in.
There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They're working that left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for first and goal.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable third and long situation.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. He's got his man, makes the grab, and that one did not work. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Defense looks like they're coming. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Lobos want to crank the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
I like getting these slant throws early and getting some completions because you're setting up the slant and go. Later in the game, the quarterback can pump the slant route and then hit him up the sideline for a big gainer.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Using the quick game. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Miners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He's got him. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Play, it's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he's going to score. Touchdown, New Mexico.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looking for blockers. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got his man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got it on the move. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like you've got a great atmosphere today in Albuquerque. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. But they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Lobos come to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I like the idea defensively here, too, now. You got the lead. It's the second half. You can play more zone coverage. Trust your athletes on the back end to break on the ball and make something happen like they did right there, forcing the incompletion.
Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Lobos send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Here's the handoff. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Tosses it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble and throws. Wide open downfield. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell that.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
24, New Mexico, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this field.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They'll move the wide receiver. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Get set, get set.
From the gun. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Lobos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He uncorks one deep. He caught it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
They'll try it again after the incomplete pass on third and goal from the 3. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Lobos! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Run it with the fullback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. And the Miners will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6. The Miners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Blast is way ahead, but not much room, a pickup of 1 to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Miners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
The Miners are marching down the field. With the run on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miners. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab on the left side. Here he goes. Touchdown, New Mexico. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. To the air on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Lobos moving quickly to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dime.
Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Lobos come to the line with a new set of downs.
Green 25.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up. And
just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going to try to get it himself. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Deep shot for the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's a premium.
yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Miners are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. welcome to Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego, California, home to the Aztecs of San Diego State. Being in San Diego is never a bad thing, and it's even better when you have a matchup like this one. The Aztecs will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So UTEP's offense will get the first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but did you see the hit this freshman took as he delivered the football? The Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Miners getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Miners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Fires to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at
Breaks into the open. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Miners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone. And that time, he just dropped it.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
7, San Diego State, 0.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So San Diego State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense will really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Like a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
A strike downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Aztecs headed quickly to the line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Smith wants to throw. Flips it out to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
He makes the grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aztecs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Defense might bring the house here. Gonna look downfield again. Quick strike complete. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Aztecs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Puts it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 3rd. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Aztecs! Extra point here will tie the game. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Miners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. And a good pickup there. They'll move the... For a first down, let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So first down here as they go back to work. On On the ground, it's Washington. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Aztecs are in the hurry-up. They'll go right back to it. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Off the play fake. Quarterback adapting. Still on his feet at the 45. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that
it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
The Aztecs will hustle to the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Smith dropping to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The give from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. And he'll step into the end zone.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Oh, they're after him. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Smith wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Aztecs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Off play action. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Aztecs will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception.
Snatches it on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unloads it downfield. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Miners will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And the Aztecs in the hurry up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Finds his man in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Now on second down. He'll do it himself. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Aztecs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aztecs! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip.
There he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleed.
Oh, he dropped it! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
They'll give it on the counter. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. Handoff to the fullback. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Leaves it with the running back. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Aztecs will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And the returner will be knocked down. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot.
It's a seam wide open. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
What great explosiveness by this running back to break through and almost get to the house, Jesse, but just comes up short.
Well, I'll tell you, he had a lot of help downfield as well. Receivers getting blocks and making life easier on the back there. And all of a sudden now this offense knocking on the door deep down in their opponent's territory.
2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UTEP.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Smith dropping to pass. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's gonna go.
Hold offense.
Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying play action. And the quarterback goes down his 4-yard line.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's two options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense. Off and making the interception.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Smith wants to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
You know, zone blitzes are so hard to identify if you're a quarterback, and sometimes there's small indicators that can give it away. Maybe it's a defensive end standing up in a 2-point stance. Maybe it's DBs piggybacked over top of each other in coverage. But if you don't see it, you might get hit in the back of the head.
Finds his man. It's 4. Oh, he's got some space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Back to pass on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Touchdown, San Diego State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. Although nothing compares to a top 5 duel, a revealing outcome with massive implications, man.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the Miners want to pick up the tempo.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Miners in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Fakes the grab on the left. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Unloads it left. Got his man. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Makes the grab. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Miners can really attack on this second and short. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got an open man. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Snap in the shotgun. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking how... Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Finding open areas. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They give it to him again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He leaves it with his back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Aztecs will line up to punt it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Makes a connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And obviously the offense is in a difficult position here, and you're asking a lot from them. You're down by a touchdown, not a lot of time on the clock, deep in your own end, but this is something that you're...
Time to take a shot. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. Bulldozes his way through. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about, what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week again.